It is Wednesday, my dudes. 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 My dudes. It is Wednesday, my dude. It is Wednesday.
All right, we're back, but in a different format. To be honest, I am glad to see you all here. At any point that you decide to enter, I just hope this video is public. It is, and I know my room is a mess still, but he's getting there. He's getting there, little by little. But it's still going on. The cleaning up has started. This will be the year of a total cleanup. Not just for me, but from what I see that's happening all over the internet, all over the world. It's gonna be a kind of a purification ritual 2023. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. However, it is Wednesday, my dudes, and we couldn't continue our day without having this wonderful song and give to us some goodies. Now, on another note, I might be slower today with the enhancement and showing you the clips or the viewers. It might as well crash. We don't know. It's a party. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's totally in fate's hands. This stream is totally in fate's hands. Now, should we talk about Wednesday first, or should we talk about Velma? I should have put Velma. But apparently there was some news that on the next season they already planned to make Wednesday, what do you call it, a lesbian, and that is pretty already. That's just such a Netflix move. Because yeah, you can't have anything without having some sex scenes, because that's how you do it. You put a favorite cartoon, you put a favorite cartoon adaptation of a teenage girl, and the first thing Netflix does, well, let's make sex. Let's make something disgusting. Not the sex, but just opening. Like, check this out. Netflix Wednesday creators say they're open to future lesbian relationship between Wednesday and Enid. Sometimes characters reveal themselves. This is what they're thinking about. Characters just reveal themselves. Well, what are you gonna do? What can you do? What can you do when the characters just reveal themselves? No, they don't. And it didn't even exist until Netflix put it. It's just something that you have to do. It's in the Netflix agenda. If it's a Netflix thing, it has to be lewd content, sex, and I'm not saying that word again because, hey YouTube, I'm not talking about that again, okay? Okay? It's Wednesday. However, you can see that they have literally no story to go on. Even though it was pretty good, people enjoyed it. However, it was milquetoast pretty good. Yeah, that was the pretty good I'm giving it. The milquetoast pretty good. Now, seeing that already after a season they were already planning on sexualizing the main character, which is a teenager, it's obvious that they don't have much to go on. They don't have any story if they're already considering this, which is nothing new for Netflix, because in most Netflix originals that you're watching, after 2 seasons they're already just done. They're just trying to milk you for money. But that's it. That's life. That's life. It's with the let's read about this. With the series first season having premiered, the creator of Netflix knew the Addams Family spin-off Wednesday are looking to the series' future, and they say, "Damn, we have nothing. We have completely nothing. You know what? Let's sexualize her, because hey, if there's no story, at least sell some S3X. Let's call it X3X from now on, because that way the algorithm won't do us anything wrong, right? Now, including the possibility that the title heroine heroine okay, don't take heroin, may end up in a relationship with her best friend and roommate Enid Sinclair. Now, this was supposed to be more of a story about Wednesday. Of course, we already forgotten the fact that she had a different personality and they did a weird spin-off. It is an interesting thing, but the story apparently is not there. It's just making you go over and over again until you find the heroine ending up in a relationship with a best friend and roommate, and that will be just a lot of interesting things, probably, right? Someone's gonna hide, someone's has to show, oh, it's so forbidden, but then it happens. Wednesday, who did not have any let's say interests in these things, all of a sudden she is coming of age. And you know what Netflix pedophiles do always when it reaches after 16 years old, not even 16 years, which one was it? Cuties, the 13 years old. Yeah, that's the point where They're already putting your eyes on these persons. However, the two creators, Al Go and Miles Myler, who many may recognize as the creative team behind the long-running Superman prequel series Smallville. Oh, is the Smallville dudes? I didn't know about that. Smallville as well was kind of good too, just to waste your time. However, it did not seem to have a real story. The first episodes were pretty okay, since they were changing from one to the other, but then, of course, they introduced 7 types of kryptonite, and everything just started taking over. I didn't know. Played it. Now, hey, wait. Hey kids. So we have this thing for we have this series for teenagers, young adults, because everyone's going not even writers, but most of the writers and most of the people now write things that are sexual just because they don't have a story. When things get extrasexual, then you will see that the story starts having a lot of plot holes, because it's kind of like the god of the gaps, This is the Netflix production of the gaps. Hey, you don't have a story? You know what you can do? You can always just put some sex down there. S3X, damn it! However, it is on my mind to be able to do this properly. And we're continuing without getting distracted, because I wanted to just sub and bell. That's for you to know when the other streams, because I forgot to chill, and after all, we're at my place and it's a complete disorder, and I want to know how many guests are going to come next. And the more guests you have, the more you prepare, and preparing for guests is always a good idea. Now, asked by let's continue here, because this is where I wanted to go, because the creator team spoke to the, what does it mean, to the Jenna Ortega, to the Jenna Ortega, not any Jenna Ortega, the Jenna Ortega played Wednesday's potential lesbian future during a recent post-premiere interview given to The Hollywood Reporter. Yes, Putin, this is the Netflix way. Hey, we saw that your story is milk toast. It's just, it's a good thing to see Wednesday again, to remember the old times, because this year is the year of cartoons that are going to die. And since I think that's why they did Velma as well. We're gonna talk about Velma next. However, they said that Wednesday's potential lesbian future. Hey, so where is Wednesday? What is Wednesday gonna do next in the next season? Well, she's gonna be a lesbian. This is the story. These are the stories that they're putting to the young adults. Yeah. Thanks. But it seems like today, like, they don't even ask about the story anymore. They don't say that it is complete another failure. They just so. Do you have something to distract us from the fact that this is not as good as you said it is? But no, it is not. They, on the other hand, they just ask, hey, so these characters, are they gonna have sex? And more importantly, are they gonna have gay sex? S3X, damn it. That's my plan, to not use bad words so we can use the algorithm to pump us up more so we can... I don't know. I like algorithms. And it would be nice if algorithms like me as well. Asked by the THR Associate Editor Christy Pina if they had any ideas for what comes next for the students attending the series. What comes next? See what I do? What comes next? Well, S3X. What else is... There is only one thing that comes. Oh, we're not gonna use porn. Prawn, not porn. Prawn allegories. Plot Central. Attending the series Plot Central, Nevermond Academy. Plot Central. We want to sort of explore and sort of complicate all those relationships going forward. Well, isn't that just lovely? Isn't that just lovely to know that these are the only the only interests of the team. Now, in my opinion, Wednesday is still great. It is a watch for once if you have nothing to do, if you have, let's say, the virus. I don't know how to name him without picking the wrong persons, because we know that recently... we don't know. I've seen recently that on Twitter there has been a lot of payment and a lot of subduction of free speech by muting and banning certain accounts that could propose even alternatives, which is kind of weird, right? But let's not get into that. We're gonna read this, comment it a little, and go on to the MAID, because we know that the MAID is not is never calm. She's always taking care of people. She's always taking care of them. Now, the story was closed when they left, which gave us the most possibilities for season 2. And I think that's something that we're excited to explore. Like, you see how they're the thing that, like, we have so many possibilities for these stories to go onward. Really? What kind of stories? Now, there are a lot of possibilities, but there are a lot of possibilities, and it's gonna involve relationships. Now, a psychopath is gonna finally have feelings, because she's gonna transition from a psychopath to a, I don't know, a lesbian, caring. Is she gonna be blonde? Is she gonna become? Are they gonna do a swap? Did they do a swap? I didn't see it all. Psycho killer. Qu'est-ce que c'est? But yeah, the only thing we're getting from here, the only things that there is to explore, seems to be that relationship. It's not about the mystery. It's not about Wednesday and that weird way of acting around people. No. It's just a simple relationship. Because that's what we wondered a long time ago. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen when Wednesday is Not on the screen. In the old cartoons. What is she doing with other girls? Especially a girl that's only interested in getting her way and trying to... Wasn't her main purpose just to tease and try to? And her brother? That was the only thing. Yeah. For us, the show also is really about this female friendship, with Wednesday and Edith really being at the center of that. Okay, so they're basically saying that this is all that this show is about. Trying to have a relationship between Wednesday and Edith. This is like professional. What do you call that? Oh, let me just close this a little bit because we don't need it anymore, to be honest. And see, what was that thing when you had characters and you only wanted to see them together in anime? Anime characters together. Okay. Oh, they just show me lesbian. LGBT yaoi. I think yaoi. Was it called yaoi? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been a weeb. It's been a long time since I've been a real weeb. However, it was, after all, a good Wednesday. It is Wednesday, so we had to talk about it because I'm not so interested about a character's sexuality if it doesn't help a certain story progress. But hey, maybe we'll be surprised. Maybe there will be a certain story that's gonna progress from this this homely thing that they're going. But yeah, it was supposed to be a mystery show, and apparently it's not. It's all about that relationship. I see. Who did it? Sherlock did it. The British Sherlock, the new one. Now they did pretty good. Not pretty good. They did an awesome job of putting some romance in there. She was, what was she? I forgot what was she called. But at the end. But she was a dominatrix in that one, and it was fucking amazing because it wasn't so much about trying to see if they are together, how much they love, and how much they try to keep each other from the distance because they're so weird and they're psychopaths. No, they just put some hints over there. They just put some hints at having some interest between one another, some great placement in the stories of certain messages that they exchanged, and I couldn't be more happy about what they did. Now, will it be good? Will it be bad? We don't know. What's gonna happen next? Next, what's gonna happen is we're gonna talk about Velma. We're gonna talk about Velma because everyone's doing it, and hey, why not? Why not do this? Because they just managed to make the worst. It's not the worst. They just try to monetize your our, not just your. Actually, I'm not even gonna put a Velma trailer because is it that good? Is it that bad? I saw a lot of everyone's on the bandwagon, and you know what? Hey, why not? Why not? Why not me as well? Because everyone knows it's a train wreck. They know it's a train wreck. they're trying to put otherwise, but they know the only way they can get some money out of this is to make enough publicity to say that it's bad and it's the worst, that it's become popular. And this is a thing that they can do, in which if it's popular, then of course it's getting views, it's getting clicks, everyone's watching it, and then it says and then everyone can still go on with this, even if they make Velma Indian, Black Shaggy, Fred, they're making him a useless person. Oh, and of course Daphne, lesbian Daphne. Come on, just let's watch it. Let's watch it and comment a little bit about that.
This is my story told my way.
Of course. And it's meant to be quite annoying, so remember, it's meant for you to feel this annoyance. It's not, they're not thinking they're doing something great or awesome. No, they're just clicking on that. They're just making sure that you will watch those series just to say that, yes, it is bad. And apparently everyone has done so. Even the critical thinker was on the point, but I will say afterwards, I was on one of his streams. He had he told us that it was the best series ever. It was the best series ever. But yeah, it's gonna tell you that you're a bad man. This is the feminist, the pure feminist and untalented creators that only know how to make you angry, but not make a good story, not create a good story, not write a good story. Let's go on with it.
My name is Velma Dinkley, and I...
Of course, as always, the feminist one, she has to be strong, powerful. She's the one that's leading. It's her on the way. It's on.
decided to finally share the bone-chilling events that drove me to assemble the greatest team of spooky mystery solvers ever.
Yeah, because you see, she's the one that assembled them. She was like, the Avengers, assemble! Somehow. I don't know how. It doesn't seem like she will, in the old cartoons, that would at any time cross your mind that Velma was the one that created the team, assembled the team. Oh, no, it wasn't.
This is my story, told my way.
My. The feminist way. My.
Has no brain!
Classic.
I am not dissing her. She has no brain!
And of course, she's Power Rangers Assembly. No, there exists no Power Rangers Assembly.
It starts with a murder.
It starts with the murder. No, it starts with the mystery. It should start with the mystery. It is the whole crux of the Scooby-Doo. It's a mystery, but that's the only way they could of getting some attention. You throw everything that gives attention to the people. Like, come on, just take a swing at this. Take a swing at this. Don't take a swing at this. It's just horrible.
If I can't convince people I didn't kill Brenda, I'm going to be...
Oh, look. That's not Shaggy. He has another name, but we know who is replaced.
arrested.
I know, but I also know how to find out who did kill Brenda. I think it has something to do with drugs, which I hate.
Oh yeah, they changed Shaggy to the stoner Shaggy to to Black Shaggy, who of course hates drugs. he strips everything from this thing. I don't know why is it even connected. It should have had a different name, but however, to reboot, I saw a great commentary about this. Apparently, to reboot Scooby, you couldn't make a good Scooby reboot that would be very, very successful, because they tried many times, and every time it was milquetoast. It's a little, what do you call that thing of when you're reminiscing of the past? Nostalgia. It's a little bit of nostalgia, but they couldn't get some great numbers for the rights of this. But if you make it the worst, then maybe you will have a chance to get some money cashing in for absolutely nothing. So you are being hated right now by these creators.
Hey, Fred.
Do I know you?
It's Velma from school.
I have a disease where I can't recognize people who aren't hot.
Is it called rudeness?
I have an illness!
And of course, he's the most useless. He's white. Let's roar. The white man is the very useless here. The most useless here. And it's alright. They could... I don't know why... people of color just say that, hey, if I don't see a black, I can't remember, I can't feel like I could be that person. But now, it was in The Lord of the Rings, that thing where they said, oh, finally some black characters, now I can really feel like I could be a horndrop or something like that, a dwarf with no beard, might us remember. And yeah, white people, I don't think we had that problem. Like, nobody can connect. Maybe they can exist an exaggerated version of this. Who knows? Who cares? We don't care.
Hey, Daphne. I need a favor.
Why would I do that? We're not friends anymore. We're nemesis.
Nemesis.
Of course, and she's not. She's not smart here, like, at all. She doesn't have any questions. She's just a dumb bimbo right now. Congratulations, redheads. You've they took a little shot of you, but no worries, since it's after 2020, since it's 2023, we're gonna see a lot of this.
That's why.
Attention. It's a beg for attention. As I do as well, but this is what should be done sometimes, right? No, not all the time. You need attention for the work of others that you're just gonna piss on it.
You wondering why the police have not yet caught the serial killer? It's because it's a ghost.
Jinkies.
It's a ghost. Now this is alright. At least we have ghosts. The only thing connecting the old Scooby-Doo with the new Scooby-Doo... the old Scooby-Doo timeline with Velma, which, just so you know, there is no Scooby-Doo in this movie, it's just Velma. And that's cool, right?
Maybe it's one of those doors where you push in a brick and it opens.
Fred, wait.
Oh my god, I'm loving it. You remember Fred for being always just pushing random things. Just being curious about stuff, right? That's always him.
I have a plan.
I love danger.
Of course, what was that called? The one where you move your butt? That's the only... Oh, the IQ of this is dropping every second. Every second my IQ is... Anyway, let's love it. Let's just love it. You know what we should be done? If someone says to me, have you seen that? I love it. I love Velma. It's the best show. Like, I want all the Velmas. I'm not gonna watch anything, but I'm loving it. If someone asks me, like, yes, so much love. Okay, so we've seen that again. Fred is going to get in trouble. Now, I think Fred has become the new Scooby-Doo. They try to replace Fred with Scooby-Doo. You know, a character like they made a merge. Maybe by the end of the series, we're gonna see the spirit of Scooby-Doo getting out of Fred, and then just being two separate things and being a real ghost. The end being Scooby-Doo is a ghost. How cool would that be? The only real ghost is Scooby-Doo by the end. Spoiler alert.
You might have more success with this if you went in just a little less judgy.
Okay, Daphne, I'm the brains of this operation. You're just the...
And of course, she is quite confident, you've seen. Like, she always gets around, does work, resolve things, as opposed to what she used to do. Like, previously she was just walking around searching for mysteries. Now she has a mission. She's a woman on a mission. A classic Scooby-Doo story.
look, style, and effortless charm.
We do make a good team, don't we?
In this day and age, you can't speculate about someone's sexuality.
Well, you can't. Everyone is doing just that. We just did that previously with Wednesday. I didn't even saw the trailer. I didn't even see the trailer because I knew it was already the best the left can provide you. New writers. I think we're the worst generation of creators. The worst. It should be. It should be. It should be better, shouldn't it? After all.
Unless they're famous or Peppermint Patty.
Norville. He's Norville. He's given a Slytherinish, a British name. Fred. Glenn Howard. Now you see Fred. He's apparently he's not even able to cut the steak, so this is the masculinity that they're trying to promote. Actually, hey, was he useful? Apparently he was useful for... Whoa. He was useful. For a second. Not even a second.
The rules feel a bit muddy.
Muddy? Oh, sorry I'm not a drunk on the...
The rules are not muddy. Just take them for all you got. This is the Andrew Tate version of a series trying to get money from not just the creators but from their viewers. Like, hey, we're using this name you love. Like, of course, what did he use? Marriage and living with him. And then we're gonna take you for all you got. We're gonna take you for all you got. And we're gonna take everyone that you talk about for all you got. This is the classic scheme. This is what Tate's woman used to do with men that didn't want to pay for video chat. This is what Velma is doing to people that are not interested in watching Velma and all the things that might come over it, since it's a milquetoast series. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that little bit of attention that you have since you know Velma, and we're gonna take everything for it. You're gonna feel something. You're gonna, even if you feel the worst, even if you feel the worst, we're gonna take it all. We're gonna take it all. We're gonna take you for all you got. So If you have one opinion or other about Andrew Tate's way of doing business, just know this is legal of doing it internationally in other sites as well. So you're welcome.
Verge of losing custody like every other woman solving murders these days. All our classmates are idiots, so let's assume they're high.
You know what 420 is, right?
Yeah, it's code for adults who still watch cartoons.
Ha ha ha. Oh, 420. Not even weed jokes. Not even. Apparently, it doesn't have some of those old kind of jokes. You know those jokes they did in cartoons back then when they were subtle just for the older audience to understand. No, that's not going on. But why do I say that this is the worst video, and why did they make it the worst? Of course, everyone said, oh, I can't find it here, that it's designed for, you are supposed to hate the show. If you want, you watch Asmongold TV. No, I don't think it's Asmongold. No, it wasn't Asmongold TV, but you can watch him as well if you want. He's talking about that. Of course, we see Sean Had. You see the thumbnail over there? You say, is it really that bad? And I think it is, but it's basically, let's see if it's really, what's her opinion. But apparently I do enjoy her clickbait, because it really is a clickbait, a true clickbait, a real good clickbait. And I should have put that as well. I should make a video and just like, I loved Velma.
Hello, millennials. It's Mr. Humpkins. Remember Mr. Humpkins from your favorite childhood TV show?
Okay.
Well, now he's gay and smokes weed and kills people. You like that? You like that? If you don't, you're a f***ing homophobe.
Yeah, that's about it. That's what really describes the story. We've been through economic downfalls, terrorist attack, people dying. We've been through a pandemic. There's a war going on there, which apparently Russia is being sent back. Not sent back, even though I trusted that they could do more, at least with that kind of Chad energy that they had. But apparently they're not losing, but their territories are being taken back. So that's not what we expected. Everything is going mellow. Everything is transforming. This is the only stories that we think about right now. All the things that are happening, and let's not forget the pandemic and what happened to us and what the state felt in power of doing, and did and will do again, and is planning on doing more things for you to not do bad stuff. But we'll go into that in a different story, in a different stream probably. And we're just putting, we don't even have stories anymore. We're just putting gay Indians, I don't know, gay Indians having images with dogs. That's life. That's life. Anyway, as I said, you can see there, everyone is sharing their oh, it was here, Upper Echelon was the one that made a full video. You can watch it on your time. I'm not going to risk anymore, not losing time, but any more copyright strikes. It is upper echelon. You are supposed to help the show. However, everyone is describing worst, is it bad, freak out, woke. Everyone is crying really that bad. You're supposed to hate. Everyone just Velma backlash, cringe, bad, wrong. Maybe he did a thing where he said he's good, as I said. Like, we're just gonna say, yeah, it's awesome, man. Yeah, do more. Let me see you do more. But yeah, do more in a different place. Don't ask me for money for this. That's my way. What else happened? Now let's get back into the MAID thing, because we had Wednesday, we have MAID, and we talk about a little bit of Jessica, because she's, as we're speaking, she's still dead. And maybe sometime this year I will be able to learn enough magic to revive her. And if I manage that, then I would be the new Jesus. The new Jesus. Now, let's, since we talk about those, what do you mean, what the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? How are you doing today? Have you subscribed? Do you enjoy the level of art we're able to create now with millions of dollars? This is yours pretty good. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I'm planning on saying this more and more. Just planning on saying of people. I do enjoy though this Streamlabs, since I was going OBS until now. Though I think it will consume more RAMs. Charity. What charity? You want to talk about charity? You want to talk about charity? Oh, we're gonna talk about charity. We're just gonna talk about charity real soon. Let's. If we're gonna talk about charity, what is with this site? Why isn't it loading? But yeah, let me see if I can find a better one that it doesn't look like a like and subscribe charity. Yes, if you enjoy charity, if you want to help a soul, do not forget that we will pray together soon, but I will do something for that. I will do my introduction to the stream, which I forgot to introduce, so we can calm our nerves. Better now. Let me just go right here so we can see the microphone and how is it captating everything. Let's go. Let's see how today it's working. I love Wednesday so much just for this SEO. However, the show is pretty good. I have my niece that watched it, and this I do for a subscribe, for a like, for a tiny bit of everything. Now I am struggling. Hey, I do not like this. Wait, I turned on the wrong thing. Oh, check it out. Check this website out. It's pretty amazing, right? And this is the other version, which I don't know what's happening, but you know what's happening as we're going into a different section of the world. We have Canada performing more organ transplants for MAID donors than any country in the world. Now, Canada Canada's people apparently are very charitable. They're very charitable with organs, as they of course and poor people, and use their organs to give them to people that have more to live for, have more money. Oh yes, oh yes. Who thought this was gonna happen? Who thought that MAID is gonna be recommended for people not just that are in extreme pain, but also who are in mental pain, who are feeling sad, who break their legs, and then who fall down and then never come back home. Oh yes. A growing number of patients who request medical assistance in dying are asking to donate their organs for transplant, says an international review that found that Canada is performing the most organ transplants from MAID patients among the 4 countries studied that offer this practice. This report is the first ever review of the growing use of the new practice around the world for organ transplants for rich people. So if you're poor and you're in Canada, you're gonna be offered the MAID treatment, where you will not only be poor, but they're gonna take you for organ. They're gonna take your organs as well and give them to the rich. Oh yes, we're loving this year. Oh, this is the year where, not even this year, this is the period where everyone's taking by everything they got and no one's doing a goddamn thing. Oh yes, it's the review was conducted in 2021 and the results were formally published in 2022. We saw everyone is working in different direction, and then we said, okay, let's start an international discussion of all the countries involved, said Dr. Johannes Mulder. Johannes Mulder. Mulder. His name is Mulder. Oh, he's so close. A physician and MAID provider in Zwolle, Netherlands, in an interview with CTV News. Hey, Jesus. You know, we said we're gonna go into New Zealand. I don't think we can. I don't think we can. They're just gonna tell us, like, I know I'm gonna rip my body to shreds if I'm going to a different country and I'm gonna need medical assistance. Do you think they're gonna see me as a Romanian? Hey, can we use your organs? No, don't you want to not be here anymore? But if you're going, can you leave your organs at the door? Oh yes. Oh, we're loving it. Data collected from the paper shows that in Canada, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Spain combined 286 assisted death recipients provide life-saving organs for transplant to 837 patients in the years up to and including 2021. All right, so now they're selling people that you're also doing a good thing. It also provides you with that hero thought. You know, they're planting that you are doing something good for others as well while doing this. Oh Canada. Now, doctors in Canada where medical assistance in dying, MAID, was decriminalized in 216, since it was decriminalized, see, it's like weed. Since it was decriminalized, its use exploded. Performed almost half of the world organ transplants after MAID. For that period, 136, according to the publication. Canada is doing transplants of the amount of half of the world. Oh, by people that probably just didn't want to, but felt like that is the only way. Like I saw how this left wing, not left wing, but this progressive, because it's progress after all. How this progress mentality goes, like they're slowly and beautifully telling you that hey, you should just stand yourself and give us everything you got. Hey, we just want everything you got. If you're alive or not, we don't care. Just give us what we want. Money. Usually it's money. All right. Data from the Canadian Institute for Health Information confirms that the new source of transplant organs accounts for 6% of all transplants from deceased donors in Canada 2021. Confirms this new source of transplant. Okay. So it was 6%. I don't understand. Data from the Canadian Institute for Health Information confirms that this new source of transplant. Oh, this is a new source of transplant. In 2021, just in 2021. Just in 2021. It's already 6%. And it is not a way for you to not suffer anymore. This is a new source of transplant. And who doesn't like a new source of transplant? Damn, is it good or bad to be rich? I don't know if this isn't a call to arms, get rich and then make sure you live in Canada just so you can have organs transplanted to you. Like if you know you're having problems with your organs already, just move to Canada. If you have money, if you're doing good, go there, require an organ transplant. It's gonna be right there pretty soon. If it's not, you're gonna pay the doctors to make sure that at least one of their patients is going to take the pill or whatever they give them. Some transplants, like those for kidneys and livers, can be done with patients who are alive. Okay. I was rather proud that Canada has done so well in terms of organ donation by MAID patients. Said Arthur Schaffer. Like they're already wanting to end their life, and at the same time the doctors are like come on, you kidding me, man? You're still like, give us the kidney, and then we'll sort out this money that you owe and you don't want to pay and don't want to work for them. We're gonna sort that out afterward. Okay, Arthur Schaffer, the director of the Center for Professional and Applied Ethics at the University of Manitoba. Okay, so the director of Applied Ethics. I was rather proud that people are ending themselves and at the same time giving their organs. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know why don't, well, I think they have a lot of immigrants, but they need to get more of those immigrants that are coming from war-torn countries, those men that flee from their countries. They should all go to Canada. Oh my god. We'll see back then who who is going to donate and who not. Oh yes. Oh yes. Is the stream still on? Is the stream still on? I hope it is. But yeah, it is. It is. It's not bad, man. Everything is good. Everything is amazing. To live in a time of the planet where we're just harvesting. We're just harvesting the creation of the planet by what do you call, by manipulating these souls to end themselves. This is like the new Bitcoin. This is like the new Bitcoin of transplant. Now, a long time ago, people were up in arms when they were going, when the actors, the you know, the millionaires, the more not important but popular people that had money were using blood from children or other organs from poor people, and we were up in arms. Everybody knew that it was a bad thing, but now it's being slowly but truly, surely transformed into a good thing. Soon enough, it would be a good enough thing to just give your child to them to transplant it, and at the same time abort it. They do love aborted fetuses and placenta because they're doing a lot of studies with that as well, and we saw that in Ukraine there was some rumors. Yeah, it's not sure, but there were the same type of rumors that appeared when a certain lab in a certain country that was close to a certain wet market and to certain train tracks that led up to certain most important cities every day. And there was something spreading with them, but you couldn't say that that certain lab was involved in any way, shape or form with a certain with a certain vibe that they were studying as well, that shook the world apart. Oh, life. Oh, life. With more than 4,000 Canadians waiting for organ transplant, some of whom are dying, he says, Canada's numbers show a strong move to turn that into a win-win. It's a win-win. People are dying. It's a win-win. Win-win. Do you feel lucky? Do you feel like you're winning? Oh, we're gonna see. Oh, we're gonna see some winners. Oh, I'm gonna see a winner next there. We're gonna see a win-win. Win-win. Ah. Now, don't take this as a true thing, but yeah, we already know Canada's doing this. I don't know about these numbers though, if it's half of the world transplants. However, a win-win. So I say, good on us. It's a wonderful opportunity for someone facing death to make something significant out of the end of their life. And there you have it. There you have it. You see it? You see it? I already predicted it. This was the first time I read this article, by the way. So you can see slowly but surely they're making you and yourself, because you cannot understand what's going on in the world because everyone's lying to themselves and there's hardly any truth. They're not lying, they're overinflating reality, which is bad since it increases prices and it requires us to do more than necessary to just survive in a civilization that we managed to create for creating a place for every soul to enjoy this. Not enjoy, but to experience reality. Enjoyment would be cool, but that would be if you're already rich and with stable in a stable grown in a stable environment, but how can you have a stable environment when the state feels like it can do everything with your life, and they're gonna destabilize and dictate every part of your life, creating chaos, so you won't be able to raise in a stable environment. So then they are creating, if you're not raised in a stable environment, you're gonna be susceptible to these words of wonderful opportunity to make something significant out of the end of your life. Oh, 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 MAID, oh, MAID. Let me just close this up. You have a song. I need to take a 5-minute break around here. Let me just make sure I make some text over here. Put the alert box here. See what's going on. Let me just put a text. The Gaga song. Which Gaga song? Which Gaga song? Okay, let's see. Let's see. What do we have here? All right, here it is, everyone. I hope you will be back, and I'll see you right back after this intermission. Is the sound on? Is the sound on? Let me see. Okay. I don't know how to do this. Let me just see if I can put the microphone on top. I can't. I can't. Can I put it? The thing is here on my Streamlabs deck, not deck, but I wanted to put it on the first so I can always see if it's going, if it's getting some sound on, but it doesn't. It doesn't. Why? Why can't I do this? Ah. I should have to, right? There should be, oh, there should be something else. Let me just mute this for a moment. Because we're still in the 5-minute mark. We don't want to give something new. No. Maybe next time. Hey, maybe next time. Actually, could it be done now? Oh yes, this is much better. Oh, this is much better. Let me just mute this. Oh, this is wonderful, isn't it? Is the sound going okay? I think it's worse. I think the sound is a little worse, isn't it? Because I can see the filters, edit filters. Does it? For some reason it shows me something, but hey, we're gonna see the next one, the next time. I guess the sound is alright. Louder than this. Oh, everything's on red now. Everything's on red. Oh, I have to keep it red. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Come on, let's just put some gain. Lower suppression. What? And put some gain over it. Oh yeah. Oh, there's some gain for you. Oh, it's louder. Then I guess we don't need. Yeah, I always have to repeat this, but we don't hear each other at the same time. So I don't know a lot of time what you're responding to. Now let's go back to, where was it? It should be here. Okay, just a couple of seconds. Up. If I find it, I just hope to God I didn't lost it. Ah. Okay. Now we're gonna see a person of yeah, that's talking about this. Why would it be a good no, not this. Okay. I am tired. I am tired of living. I am tired of people trying to say I'm lying about poverty. People have no idea about the hell in my head. People don't know about me at 16 years old and crying because I'm tired of people think it's some schoolyard joke. Alright. And I think he what? He's right. He's saying this to a news reporter, and we're gonna see what he's actually confessing to, because he's a founder of People Fighting Poverty, helping to feed people in poverty one tweet at a time. If that helps, I hope he does well. But I'm curious about this video, and I don't like the tone of it, which is why I want to hear it. And let's react a little bit about it.
Les here. You know, I'm just getting tired. Getting tired of living.
Okay.
I can't afford some of my medication. I can afford the painkillers now. You know, I use a bidet because I can't even wipe myself. It takes me 20 minutes just to put on my underwear. At what point do I say I give up? I can't live like this. I can't even get the special diet to slow down this mass that's growing in my gut. That's what put me in this wheelchair.
Damn, that sounds harsh. That sounds really harsh. Let me just put this.
This mass. Second doctor wants you to go through all the testing that I've gone through for the last 2.5 years. And they can't find a surgeon to operate. You know, when it takes you over a half hour just get dressed, then have to get undressed just to use the bathroom. I mean, how many people do you know that it takes them an hour to go and have a piss?
Damn it. Now, I was saying that it's quite horrible what he is feeling and what he has to endure, and most likely he has to endure this by himself. And I already said that. I remember having to take an hour to piss. Not an hour. It took less, but it was in deep pain, and sometimes it is horrible, right? To just not be able to afford meds and care for these kinds of things, because you find yourself doing it alone, and doing it alone tires you a lot, and I think it tired this person a lot as well.
This mass. Second doctor wants you to go through all the testing that I've gone through for the last 2.5 years, and they can't find a surgeon to operate. You know, when it takes you over a half hour just to get dressed, then have to get undressed just to use the bathroom. I mean, how many people do you know that it takes them an hour to go and have a piss?
Yeah,
I'm tired. Tired of living.
Me too, bro. Me too, but hey, what can you do?
Live alone, no companionship.
Told you. Living alone. While you're doing this, you're getting way tired. It's not about no companionship, but at a certain point when you're, let's say, sick or ill, people tend to move away, and it's not always because they want to, it's not always intentional, but the more you are in, like, suffering from an illness or from some symptoms, and the prolonged thing that's happening, it gives other people a bad vibe, and people don't want a bad vibe. They just want good vibes, and they want you to do strong things. It's sad, right? But it's true. How many times? Because you can't talk about the illness too much. in any situation, and that's a life lesson. Try not to talk about an illness too much, or if you do, just talk either like an angry person, like very, very angry about this illness, like you're about to do some unholy things to this illness, or very lighthearted, like you have to be quite lighthearted to be able to even smile, but it is kind of a hard thing to keep a smile up, to laugh and feel good when you're alone at 65 years old and you're not able to have many conversation or have any more fun, because the other ones are just not there.
Nobody to talk to. Yeah, lots of support on Twitter. You know, nobody ever comes and has a coffee with me. So I just, at what point do I give up? And people say that this isn't poverty related. When I was on age and I had my benefits program, everything was looked after. I was livable. But now that I have to pay for a lot of the stuff to deal with my disability, that is, and I don't have the money, that is poverty related. So I'm tired of hearing about that bullshit.
It is quite poverty related, and there's a lot of things, because there's a lot of money moving, and there's a lot of money that has been wasted with the last events. Like, we know the Canadian trucker protests. How much money did they introduce into blocking people giving money and aid to the people protesting? They protesting about certain rules that are taking money and opportunities from people to be able to do stuff. But yeah, let's say we have this person, like many times people are quite inclined to give up. Of course, this is a real OG over here, and I think he's not giving up. But others do not have this opportunity to know that they can talk, that they can still fight until at least maybe document what's happening and try to find a way out. Not a way out, well, a way out, but a way to overcome these bad things that happens to a lot and will happen forever and ever and ever. But since many, when this kind of things happen, they just give up. So there is no progress over there. But I can confirm that these things are true. Sometimes it can, especially when you're ill, you can't really you're not finding any jokes about it, since you don't have persons around to make jokes with you, to just try them. And I don't know how it works with the stand-up around there, but yeah, it's really it's really bad to not be able to make jokes. I think this is one of the worst things, not the worst things, but the quinks of humans, that you still do need humans or jokes and the ability to yeah, need 4 people, Katarina. Yeah, you still need a lot of jokes. You still need to be able to make jokes. You need to send them, for them to land, to not land, to learn from them, to learn this. But with the possibility of jokes being taken away from you, then you will live always just in a state of wanting to give up, because hey, what's funny about living? What's funny about... What's enjoyable? What's enjoyable? Humans are not made to not be funny. Especially men. Especially men. Like, I know it from here. Like, it really ravages my psyche. The fact that I can't make the jokes. Well, I can make the jokes, but nothing is landing. Nothing. I'm seen like... I don't know how I'm seen, but I know I'm not funny, but sometimes I know they're good. Deep inside, I can feel it. I can feel some of them being good, but they're not having any of it. They're not having any of it. Okay. So, let's see some reactions here on Twitter about this. About this. Okay, so of course it is obscene. What a strange reaction, Dr. Fishman. How is people eligible for MAID choosing to donate their organs obscene? The fact that... Oh, okay. You can't react. Oh! I can't react to this. Damn it. Denying people... Okay, let's see how this goes, because apparently I can't tweet, so this is gonna be a talk between them. What a strange... Okay, so let's see. What is obscene about taking everything from a person that has nothing? Like, you know that saying, from those that have everything, everything shall be given. From those that have nothing, everything would be taken. Now this is exactly the same reaction, the same thing. They make people that have nothing, they will see that they have nothing, and they will also see their last memories. Their last memories would be human taking everything they had and not helping them. That's the fucked up part. This is the fucked up part of this whole situation. Now, denying people the ability to live and forcing them into choosing MAID, as we are now clearly doing, it is absolutely obscene. It's a little bit denying the people the ability to live, but what is obscene is planting into people the idea of of not going over any hurdle. Like, when life gets rough, just end it. This is what MAID says in Canada, and mostly everywhere, but Canada, where where it gets so easy to end it. We're not forcing anyone to choose MAID. Of course they're not. As I said, there are a lot of... I just described it earlier. With all these changes and the lack of stability, as everything descends into total chaos and no nuclear family is stable enough to be able to further the family, like having two families getting together for their children to be good and content with the life they have. That is forcing Now, that transforms, that chaos transforms today's generation of being all lonely and not even willing or having any faith that they could find people. But I have faith. At least if I don't, I'll fake it till I make it, because damn it, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in a truly memorable way. In a forest. Hunted by wolves. Like, seriously, how? If you're, I think that would be a better way of, like, a metal way of just applying for the natural MAID. Just go into the woods. Everyone goes into the woods. The woods are the solutions, my friends. The woods are the solution. I told you. If you want relationships between women and men to regain their balance, you should put the level on always. The level should always be on the table. Like, at any point, at the first week, not at any point in the first week after the baby is born, any of the two parents should have the right to to take the newborn into the woods for the gods to take care of them. And if they survive, that's good. If they're being found by someone, that's good. But that should be not punishable by law, because of course the state wants you to have kids, because they want people to work, all these great enterprises that they're funding, and someone should pay, and they won't pay. They will pay the parents, specifically the mother. But bringing the leveler in and being a person that is in a relationship knows how and if it is worth it to raise a baby or not. And if not, if one of the parents decide that they're not willing to raise a baby, and they're not willing to pay, they don't want to pay, then they should either give their guardianship and all their rights to the other person, or take them to the woods and leave them there. That's not killing, that's just leaving them there for the gods to see what the world is creating, and the world to see as well what they're creating, what is being created, and what is working on that side. And I guess if you want to end and delete yourself, then wouldn't it be good to go into the woods? Just go into the woods. Put a note with you, like, hey, if you found me, like, cops, don't get too bad about this. I went into the woods. I saw a bear. He mauled me. I think dying mauled by a bear, if you're already in a terminally illness, terminally illness and pain, just take a walk into some savage woods, into the woods with everyone. That's the solution. That was always the solution. Terminally ill. It's a terminal illness, and it's terminally ill. Yeah, that's the way. But yeah, that way nobody is forcing anyone to. Nobody is forcing anyone to. For you, no, nobody is forcing you to go to the woods. Nobody is forcing you to end your life. But if you're in pain and you want to risk it, you want to see if you want to live again, then go into the woods. And if you make it out, then hey, whoever comes back from those woods, they come like it's like born again. I think I will found my new church, the Church of the Woods. Well, where people regain a new life, have the opportunity. They don't, but have the opportunity of regaining a new life, a new vision on life, a new passion for life. And as well, this will end well, right? All men are funny. Well, men always, it's in their biology to be funny. If you're not funny, if you're not trying to be funny, then there are people who are not that funny anymore and more of a downer, and it's quite easy to get down, to become a downer. It is quite easy. I've saw some people. It's not easy, but it does require a lot of time to just get into a point where you can't say a lot of funny things, because there are some frustrations that are coming that took a hold for years and years and years, and with those frustrations you lose yours. Of course, with those frustrations you separate yourself from the others. You can't understand with each other. You don't see anything good as you're in pain as well all the time, and then you reach, as the gentleman above earlier that we mentioned, alone and with a lot of payments to do. And as you're reaching the age in which the state should pay you, then why would they actually pay these people more when they're actually reaching the age? No, why would they actually help them with the medics and the care for free or lower prices, when doing that would increase the chances that the person that they're helping would receive money years later when they are making their retreat, the pension. Oh, that fund, the retirement fund. Oh, the retirement fund is going away. Nobody likes the retirement fund. Nobody likes when people are getting into that retirement fund. And now that I want to say that people are aging and there are no more children that would work for this and provide money to the older generations, then that is a big problem, because people are not having any more children, and the people that are having children, well, they're doing it for the money. Oh yes, someone should create a family. I will just create a roulette with blackjack and hookers. What a terrible... We're not forcing anyone. We are you see? We are absolutely creating a society where people are sufficiently desperate that they're seeking or accepting MAID because their lives become intolerable. There's a lot of reporting on this now. The data show that these media stories are covering glaring outlier cases, a tiny proportion of the total MAID recipients, and involve people making decisions within the confines of existing constraints, which frankly, they should be allowed to do. Now, they should be allowed to go to the woods. Let's create a new MAID. I will create, if I would be in Canada right now, like I would get a plot of land, a big plot of land, with trees, of course, with the woods, and people who are desperate just go there. They take maybe some drugs. Are drugs allowed there? Some good drugs, you know, that will help them with this. And then we give them a sword or anything, and release a bear. And if they want to live, they will use that sword and try to kill the bear and feel like they want to be alive again. Or if not, they'll just let themselves get mauled by a bear, and with the amount of drugs in their system, it would be an honorable death. And even without, it would be a good ending, right? You don't need to harvest their organs. This thing just looks like low level steel right here. The same level of steel people that going on webcam whores, or not just webcam whores, Andrew Tate's webcam whores as well, because this is what they do. They take you for everything you got, and people are watching how others are taking for everything they got, and we can't do anything because you are allowed to do this. You can take these decisions. You see? You are making these decisions, same as the people that are deciding to go on these chat things. Like they can make their own decision. They send money, but those decisions already are taken before. Now, it's a good thing because on the internet there's a growing thing where simps are either shamed or saved from being a simp and going the good path of self-actualizing, self-love. So it's a good thing that people that pay for OnlyFans or webcam or any sex is alright because it's person and it's consensual. So I am still agreeing with that because it could help a lot of people just decrease those walls, and I would want it to be legalized just so it will remove a level of uncertainty that's happening there, where people can still be taking for everything they got. And just so you know, a tip from a good friend, not a good friend, but a co-worker, said if you're going to visit some sex workers, just take the amount of money that you said you will pay with you, the phone and everything. Just leave them in the car or somewhere, and just like that, so they won't steal your wallet with documents, because I think in every country you know how shitty it is to lose your documents, because that's gonna be good stuff, and the money, and probably your phone and your dignity. They're taking away. Yeah, that's what they're taking away. They're taking away their dignity as well. That's what I wanted. That's what it feels like in this kind of transaction, where you're taking the dignity, even the dignity. They're not taking they're just like putting their claws into every part of that soul, and they're taking even their dignity. They not even the dignity is left. Talking about dignity, do you know that wait, right here, do you know that Greta Thunberg went to did an anti-coal mine protest in Germany, and she was arrested.
So the police start the first person to the identity check. We inform you that you have...
Oh yes, no. Because that's not how the world works, everyone. That's not how the world works. It's actually, of course, as always, just... Okay. It's preparedness, talking about doing some jokes, making some angles. Look like you're doing something. There you go, all photos taken. Oh. And what can you do to this kind of people? Like, you're actually paying, she's actually paid to do these stunts and to, I don't know, make people believe that she cares about this somehow, because she doesn't want to go to school. Who wants to go to school when you can go around the world just telling people that you're doing stuff? Oh. It's a nice... Okay, we're... But yeah, this is recently, I think you saw recently, because it's merging, the dimensions are merging after all. You've seen this kind of action before, right? You've seen this in the shops during the lockdowns when there were apparently empty shelves in some parts of the countries, because why not create some empty shelves? And there were supposed to be some empty shelves, but they when they saw an empty shell everywhere, they just filmed it and said like, oh they're not doing enough, oh we're not doing this hard enough. And when else did we see this? Oh, before, the pre-pandemic, the pre-flu things, we saw the same things happening during the wars in Iraq or Afghanistan. I don't know where they were the wars. Like, they had this the blue helmets. The blue helmets told us how how many people are dying over here, how terrible it is in this part, when there were news that they were in conflict, but in a different kind of conflict, and the blue helmets were just filming themselves just like this, preparing, searching for places to take I want to say bodies, but actually, let me see if I can find some of those. Those were completely funny. Blue helmets. Fake. The blue helmets, by the way, were the UN, I guess. What? Blue helmets. Fake. I don't know how to search it. It wasn't. blue helmets necessarily, but I do remember the blue helmets just going around town with a person dressed in shady clothes. He was walking as well. Leak. And afterwards they were just setting up the person on the stretcher and started rolling. Fake injuries. Was it in Kazakhstan? Maybe in Kazakhstan. Anyway, it doesn't seem like I'm finding it, so I don't know how to put this. I think it's about time, but to end this. But if I can end it in a note, maybe Albert Einstein said this, but if you can't put it simply, you don't understand it well enough. And simply put, everyone's taking in for a joke, and the only persons that have enough pull to do this are still distracted with trying to survive the previous mistakes that the person in charge do, as they were trying to make more money and trying to steal and take every citizen, every person for what it got. So when someone tells you something beautiful and then the next moment they sell you something, they provide you with something to pay for, then do not do it, because if you're doing it, then you will eventually be taking for everything you got. So if you can, don't forget to like and subscribe, because this is the end of the stream, and I do hope that I will see you again. I am doing streams on the regular, basically on the regular, meaning 2 times per week, usually Wednesday and Tuesday and Sundays. And sometimes I post videos. I'm trying to do more videos to make a more sense of Amanita, because this is the layer that I'm talking about, where there is a lot of publicity where they're trying to sell you stuff, and there's a lot of negativity where we're overblowing it into the wrong direction and overblowing it into the quotes right direction. And there should be, by my point, the ability to see this point and manage to find a way in the middle, and also have a laugh about it, because you will eventually see it. And when you eventually see it, if you're rich enough, you can go to Canada and get some organ donors. Oh, that's a good ending. Oh, let's end it with that. Anyway, I do thank you for passing by. I know it's a little messy. I know it's disorganized a little bit. It's how it is. I'm doing my best. You can see I'm trying to put the chat. Look at the chat. It's so beautiful. Actually, it is working, right? And I don't know which one is working. And I forgot a little bit. Another thing. I forgot me commenting over here. Anyway, I do hope you're enjoying it. We're gonna learn some stuff. We're gonna talk about other stuff. I'm trying to do some editing, some video editing, maybe learn something new, maybe test some weird kind of things. But yeah, that's it. That's the whole stream. Jessica is still dead, and one day I will learn enough magic to bring her back into my world and see what happens afterwards. Because if you don't know, I do have that ability, but I'm still not able to use it. However, I hope you have a great night. And if you have not subscribed yet, you can tell me a song that I should put at the end. If you have a song in mind, because I'm totally off. I'm going on Paper Tiger's stream and see how she's doing. She's always writing. If you're into writing and actually being productive for hours and hours on end, I do recommend watching Paper Tiger's streams. Like, she does like 2 streams in which she's writing, and you can do writing as well, or productive things with in a certain time frame, which helps productivity, of course, either than just waiting for things to happen for you to do things. Anyway, I will leave you with that and that recommendation of the channel, and I shall take my leave right now, thinking of the song of today, which should be a song, should be a happy song, a wonderful song about what's gonna happen next. And what's gonna happen next? Well, nothing other than a weird weather ahead of us. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great night.